Oh, you guys, I kicked my own ass. But oh, immediately pisses me off. All right, so Shelby went to work today. I always say that, like, yeah, she went back to work. Like, no, she went to work today like normal. And besides yesterday going to get that simulator thing, I'm like, I haven't done anything physical, and I don't know how long. Like, really, since last time you guys saw me working on the deck, and back then I was uploading every day, so that was the day of. I need like a monopod thing for my phone. So it's rained the last couple days, not like all day, but just off and on, and then like at night. So our grass, even though I cut it like 3 days ago, was already like super tall. Woke up, it was super nice outside, a little bit breezy, kind of chilly. I mean, probably high 40s, low 50s. So, I mean, not really cold, but not warm either. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut the grass. When she goes to work, I'm going to cut the grass and I got my old desk still sitting on the side of the house. I need to like kind of break it apart and kind of shove it in the trash can. So I was like, I'll go do that. So I went out, started weed whacking, cut the grass. And I was like, you know what? I didn't power wash our house last year. And it definitely needs it this year. Like, it's just like from where spiders sit and like the webs and like, I don't know if it's like spider poop or what, but there's little tiny black dots like all around where the webs are and stuff. So I got that out, power washed the front of the house. Most of this side that I could reach. This side wasn't actually bad. There's just like right around the corner where I was like power washing the stuff. It was kind of, going over. I got the other side, and then the back was really bad, like around the porch, like, that side of the house. I got that. I got the gutters. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm on a roll. So I not power washed. Most of those deck boards have been just sitting, like on the deck. Like, I've got probably 5 of them screwed down, but the rest I just had sitting there. That way the dogs could, get out there. You could walk on it, but they were loose, and, you'd hear them like thumping around. So, got like all from where I had left off, all the way over to the end where the steps are. Got them all screwed down. I only put, you put like 2, every spot you screw, you put like 2 in, one either side. I only put 1 in, so technically they're only like halfway screwed, but they're screwed down now. So weather permitting and my poor back permitting, I'll work on it a little bit more here and there. I didn't record it because one was like I was just planning on cutting the grass. 2, power washing, the majority of it was the front of my house, which we don't want to show on camera for, privacy reasons. 3, I didn't think about it until I was doing the deck. And then 4, it was literally just me putting screws in the deck, so that wouldn't be fun to watch. Like, there was nothing entertaining at all. It was just boom, 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 so you guys didn't really miss anything. Yeah, I was playing the simulator thing like all night. Well, not all night last night, but quite a few hours. I got it dialed in pretty good. I downloaded a new game, Trucking Simulator, something or other. That's the most fun one yet, ironically. But, yeah, I was just sitting there. I'm like, man, I need to work off this stomach. I'm eating like crap, just not doing, like, anything physical, So, like, I haven't weighed myself, but I'm sure I'm putting on weight. And, I'm like, you know what? I'm either going to start running on the treadmill or I'm going to, get some of these projects done. I am going to look into actually I'm praying, seriously praying that they push us off work farther, like longer, because, I mean, to be bluntly honest, like, I'm making more money not working. And the crappy part, like, I'm not making a whole lot more than I normally would be, but, like, probably a couple $100 extra a week, which, adds up quick. But the thing is, though, when we go back to work, what's really going to suck is that we are not going to have any hours. Like, we are not going to have any overtime. We're not going to be working weekends. I would be surprised if we even barely got like 35 or 40 hours a week, because they're going to start production up so slow. And then I've got 3 credit cards that technically I could completely pay off with about 3 more checks. It just depends on, like I know I can't put, every dime towards it, but getting those balances, severely dropped, that'll bump my credit up. Yeah, it's kind of making me mad though. Like our water bill, our water company didn't send out our water bill last month or this month. I think it was April. And they go like every 3 months and they do one. And they just said like, we're not going to get a bill, so don't worry about it this month or whatever. But I'm just curious, like, how are they going to do it? Like, because it's not an expensive bill, but I would rather just pay it right now versus having two of them come at the same time, the next cycle around. That's where I think a lot of people are unfortunately going to get screwed, is like some of these, like rent and mortgage companies and stuff, like they're not actually moving your payments to the back of your loan. They are just basically saying like, hey, if you don't pay it right now, we're not going to foreclose or ding your credit or give you any late fees. But 3 months from now, you owe all of that, So I think unfortunately there's going to be a big, I don't know the term I'm looking for, just a really shitty outcome after this stuff is kind of over. Especially because I think a lot of companies will be like, all right, we're back to work, so now start making your normal payments. And a lot of people are going to be like, I'm barely working. I don't have any hours. But, yeah, so that's where I get kind of like scared with all this stuff. It's just like, what's going to happen afterwards, because everything's good right now. I mean, for us, thankfully, I just feel like a lot of people aren't preparing for, the near future, like as in the next couple months when this stuff kind of does finally pass and, life goes back to normal. But yeah, that's, I don't know, completely random rant. I am starving. I'm ready for dinner. All right, guys, so I downloaded this other game. I don't really have high hopes because it's kind of old and I think it's only like a 3 or 4 gigabyte game. Like, it's tiny. So you choose a job. I mean, I want to say like it's like being a real trucker. Like, obviously I know it's not, but get the button for the headlights. There it is. And then you got your high beams and all this stuff. But so I downloaded. I don't know where I'm going here. I think this is the entrance. But you see, like, the mirrors on the left and right side. You gotta, like, obviously take your turns wide, and theoretically, you're supposed to look. But I need to, like, program my buttons so I can look, because right now I gotta, like, reach up and use the mouse. But this game is so, like, stupidly fun. It's like, I've got Forza 4 Horizon and Asseto Corsa, which are both awesome games. Forza has the graphics. Assetto has the realism, like everything's really realistic and stuff like that. Oh, I took that way too fast. But like this one feels so real. Like I go to use the blinker and everything. I'm just gonna hope it's clear. I guess I'm going. But like you gotta watch in your mirror, make sure you take the turns wide enough to where you don't hit anything with the trailer, and it's got like a GPS down there. That's where I gotta go. I've got to literally like drive to the place and deliver the load or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this game is like really fun. The steering wheel it vibrates, like when you're driving too, so it feels real. You can like feel the truck engine and stuff through it. Oops. Oh, damn it. I rear-ended the guy. Whoops. And back up a little bit. Yeah, then you get here, you get where it's delivered. Then I gotta hit enter. And backing in, you get the most points. Just stopping where it needs to be, you get a decent amount of points. And then I just stop right here, I don't get any extra points. Backing in sucks with these monitors because I can't see the mirror, so I just do like the drop off right here. You gotta take it wide so you get it nice and straight. And then it'll eventually pop up. There it is. Then I gotta hit T. And boom. Got $5 grand. I got a bonus for being quick. Cool. But yeah, I just want to make that video for put this in the vlog, I guess. Just say I'm loving this thing. If you guys just kind of like a, you know, if any of you guys are looking into a system like this or a setup like this, just some stuff to think about. It's not as plug and play as, you know, like I don't know, for some reason I thought plug the monitor in, plug the game in, or, you know, plug this stuff in and, you know, start the game and I'm good to go. Like, no, you gotta tweak every button on here. I have to program. You know, you got 2 paddle shifters, buttons here, your directional buttons here, you know, PlayStation button here, which usually, you know, would be like Xbox, but L3 and R3 right here. You know, there's just a whole bunch of stuff. So each game takes a while to set up, but once you get it set up and it saves, then, you know, everything's saved. Another thing I wanted to mention too, which I guess actually I could probably put this in the review video or whatever. I love having the chassis set up, like having the chair and the steering wheel mounted, you know, everything's solid, like it's not going anywhere. You know, when this thing, you know, wants to fight you, like this isn't going anywhere. You know, if it's on a thin desk, your desk could probably slide around from the force this thing has if you're trying to grab it. Plus this wood's gonna flex, you know, so I prefer this over doing it on a desk. Pedals, having them mounted as well, like we have hardwood floors, so those pedals are gonna slide all over. As soon as you try to press them, like they're just gonna want to slide. I have the shifter as well. Like if I had it on a desk, you know, like when you're in a car, steering wheel is much higher than your shifter. If I put this on my desk, they're both clamping on here, so the shifter is gonna be up here. So I'm gonna be like, you know, that's not comfortable. So this is a much more realistic setup. Obviously, this chair is way better than my computer chair. And the fact that you can, you know, go back with it, go forward with it. You know, I can lift and lower the steering, not like lift and lower, but kind of, you know, like it pivots in a sense. Same with the pedals. I can put them higher and lower, forward and backwards. Shifter, higher and lower. So everything in it rolls too, which is really cool. I can just kind of lift it a little bit and there's wheels under the pedals. So it is decently portable. It comes apart to transport super easy. You just use these, you can't see them right here, but it's got those big rubber like grips that you can just twist and it like unlatches. So it's super easy to take it apart. Trying to think of what else. Oh, height. So this sits like 2 inches off the ground. It sucks to get in and out of. There's no other way to put it. And it's, you know, I am a big guy. Don't, you know, I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's, you know, not because I'm fat or whatever, but the thing is though, when you get out of your car, think like you turn, a lot of the times you'll grab your wheel and kind of, you know, use it to help yourself. This, you don't want to put your weight on it, you know what I mean? So when I get up, I'm not going like this because that's, you know, that's gonna stress this thing out. That's gonna bend it or break it, and these are expensive. So you pretty much gotta like use the seat and climb out. Which isn't too bad, but I made it look really easy right there for some reason. Normally I feel like it's way harder. But yeah, so I'm heading to Lowe's. I am going to get some wood for the deck and some dirt and grass seed to fix our front yard up where the water department ruined it. And I got some spots in the back too, like where that burn barrel was, that I need some dirt and, you know, level it out and whatnot. So super excited about that. It is beautiful outside. I think the deck is going to be done today.